and welcome back. I thought we'd just do a quick art supply haul because this last week I had went to Michael's and got some really good bargains, and I thought, well, hey, let's just go ahead and go over it. A lot of these are my tried and trues, so why not? Some of my tried and trues right off the bat are my acrylic inks. The three here are Artist Loft Level 2. This one is Pink Rose. And I'll just shake it up so it's a nicer variation of it. A turquoise. I use turquoise a lot in my work. I would say actually turquoise is probably one of my main colors. It seems to be everywhere. And then also we have just plain old orange. If I recall, these were buy one, get one half off. So why not? The markers were buy two, get one free. So this one, I wanted to try Liquitex. I haven't used theirs before. I usually get Artist Loft. What are my other ones? I put them all away. Even though I put them away, I also use Ecoline a lot, but Liquitex was also on a sale, so I thought, okay, let's just give it a test and see. This is a turquoise deep, and I thought the two of these would be really nice because it's like the tint and the shade, which is something I like to explore in my work. The buy two, get one free, because who could resist markers? And I have way too many markers, so in theory I didn't need any more, but you know, what are you gonna do? These were double-ended midliner brushes from the brand Zebra. One side is a brush and the other side is a superfine. I tend to use the brush ones more, but I like to use the superfine side when I'm doing more, you know, of the precise details. My favorite brand is Tombow, but I like to experiment. So these I have not tried and I wanted to just see what they did. So we had this one in, I believe this was just turquoise, nope, smoke blue. This one gold, same dealio. Dual tip, and then this one's in vermilion. This color is really nice. And so, I mean, the colors, I'll scoot these forward. The colors that we're seeing in my inks are also what you're going to be seeing in my markers, because I am exploring this specific color harmony throughout the fall. Another brush marker is Brush Marker Pro, and I think the brand is, it's either Karen or Karen. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It says it's for calligraphy, graphic design, and illustration, and this is in the color Lilac, and I will do color swatches in a moment. So we have Lilac, you guessed it. We have a Cool Aqua, the turquoise, and we have just Pale Pink. So those are working really well together. Something that I was absolutely delighted to find were the sketchbooks that were on sale. So these are Artist Loft, and a couple of the podcasts I listen to in the UK always are talking about accordion folds. And while I make them for myself in my bookbinding process, sometimes it's nice to just have one that's pre-made for you. And that's what this one is. It's a 5.5 by 8-inch accordion fold sketchbook. And it's actually pretty decent. There's our seam. So if you get into bookbinding, that's where you're going to join your seams. And there's another one. So it's a pretty decent length. I wonder if it says on there. No, it just has the overall size. I will measure it later maybe and see how big it is, but it looks like it's at least 3 sheets of paper, 18 by 24 paper cut up. The other delight is these flat lay bindings, the Coptic bindings, just so we can see the side. I love Coptic bindings. They are great to work with. And let me just push this out of the way. So indeed, when you're working, it will lay flat. And it looks like it has a nice little perforation too, which I think is a really, really nice extra touch on these, because I know we all have them, those sketchbook pages that just aren't vibing with us. So in this case, it's an easy way to just sort of yoink them out and or share and or scan and or sell. So depending on what you want to use it for, great. So again, I like that it lays flat. So we got this, and I think this was either 6 by 6. I'm gonna guess 8 by 8 actually. So it's A or B. I took that label off already. I got too excited. And then we have a 12 by 9 of the same, again, flat lay binding. I just really, and these were really reasonably priced too. I use the Artist Loft when I have the spread here at my work table. They're not the thickest of papers, even though I'm using them in a mixed media style. They would be better for dry materials, but it does not bother me in my working style when something bleeds through. If that is something that bothers you, don't use these for mixed media. Stick with the dry media. But I like to just, whatever I have available, use. And these have the perforations too. Love these. So these are going to be the next ones that I experiment and test with, so that, because this was the last one in my area, so when they restock them, I will know which ones I like, and then I can pick up some others. In the paper camp also, it was buy one, get one, 50% off, bonus. And I like to work with smaller size watercolor paper. So I work from sketchbook to smaller size to the large formats. So I sort of flow into it. And these are 6x9 watercolors. Decent, there's nothing exciting with these, but there are 28 sheets of them. And as someone who likes to work in multiples and who can chew through paper pretty quickly, I do like this brand. It's Artist Loft also, and it's the level 2s. When they go BOGO or buy two get one free, I always like to really do a stock up. So I got 4 of these, and then I got 4 of the really large pads, and I have those upstairs, so we won't worry about those for this part. But when they're at that price, that's pretty decent. So yes, I did do a stock up on that. All right, and last but certainly not least, this was in the bargain corner, and I was super excited to find these. I had bought one not on sale, but using some coupons the other week. It was the red palette. It had the more bold, vibrant colors, but the Van Gogh Pocket Box watercolors, Royal Talons created these. This one is Shades of Nature, just so we can see Shades of Nature. And this one is the basic colors, and there's 12 pans in these. I'm just going to peel. Let me just put this here so I know which one it is. Each of these open so that we can check them out. I'm still working through another palette, but these will be the ones I set up next. I really liked the color harmonies with these. This one's really nice because it looks like mostly adjacent colors, which I do like whenever I'm working. These are blues or are oranges, depending on our style. So we have these in nice little pans, and just so we can see them. If you haven't worked with the pans like this before, you'll just, in this case, peel this up. And I like to leave the sides on so that I can see what color it is, because then if you use one color more, then you can just replace one instead of replacing the whole box. For example, I use a Payne's Gray a lot in my work. So with Payne's Gray, I just plow through those no matter what paint type I'm using. So then all I have to do is replace that one pan instead of all of them. So I will go ahead and set these up later. This one looks a little different. Whereas these have the little bar that you take off. These have a little plastic. Pros and cons to that, I guess. It's easier to deal with, but you might forget what color it is. So I'm going to leave this on until I do my color swatches. So good deal in this. They were $15 from $59. Did I need 2 of them? No. Did I want 2 of them? Yes. Yes, I did. So we'll do color swatches on these in a bit. So that was just a little quick haul on this. I'm going to go ahead, do the color swatches, and that way we can see what the markers look like and what the ink colors look like also. All right, let's check it out. All right, for the color swatches, I'm just going to use a mixed media pad that I have hanging around just so that we can see. Our first one is going to be a lilac, and this is the Karen. Who knows? Cool aqua. And pale pink. And I like to do these just to see what the colors actually look like once it's on the paper, and it helps make decisions easier later down the line. So these are midliners, and I think this one was gold midliner. Do smoke blue. and vermilion. All right. Okay, let's do the broad side. Some variated lines. That's a nice color. And some thin. Just so that we can get a sense of each of them. Smoke blue is next. Ooh, this one's dried out just a little bit. That's annoying. We'll pretend that one's the free one. Were they on sale because they were there a while? Maybe. Probably my only complaint, and it's a minor one, is that they have all their markers out for sampling. So if someone doesn't put the lid down right, you will get the problem like our smoke blue has. So that one was a dud. I usually, when something like that happens, I'll just go ahead and reconstitute it. But the gold and the vermilion were spot on, so I liked that. And I like the subtlety of that. All right, and our pale pink. Ooh, that's nice. I like the lift on that, and let's see how thin we can get it. Pretty decent. That's a nice, I'm going to say buttery feel to it. If you know that sort of feel of the marker on the paper, I like that. It's really smooth. I think I wish I would have bought more of these. Oh my goodness, they're nice. I think I would call these like juicy. They have like a juicy pigment to it. Oh, lilac's nice. Look at that nice contrast. Just do some dots, see what that's like. Okay, A+ on Karen, however you pronounce that. I'll have to Google it. They probably don't even have it on their website. Yes, I'm gonna be working with those first, and then I'll probably use up smoke blue. I'm not usually super fussy, so if you are super fussy, test them first. I'm usually not. I really love the work of people like Timothy Goodman, James Victori, and they take markers even if they aren't working, and they do really crazy good things with them. So like if you have a really large permanent marker, you know, they take it and they chop it up or chisel or break it up, so it has its own unique sort of stamp to it. So I don't personally, I do not personally mind that this one is a little wonky, because the wonky can be interesting also. Now you won't be able, of course, to replicate it if you want to keep the series going, but at least for that sort of hiccup and moment of time, it can be a really interesting mark. So disappointing a little bit, but at the same time, no, that doesn't bother me, because I know I'm okay with sort of the varied lines. Onwards, so this was just orange. Artist Loft. I'm just gonna put AL for that. I'll know what it is. AL2. Turquoise. There's our friend, the cricket. He says, cricket, 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 cricket. And pink rose. And Liquitex. What was this one? Dark? No, deep turquoise. Turquoise deep. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Turquoise. Whoa. Deep Liquitex. All right. For this, I'm going to be kind of lazy, and I'm just going to use the dropper as a mark making tool, because I don't feel like loading up brushes for each of these. So let's just do a line. That's a nice intensity to it. I was expecting it to be slightly lighter, but I like that. It's more of a deeper tone. Turquoise, I already know what turquoise looks like. For this brand, I was going to get a replacement for it, so we like this one. And then pink rose, and again, these are acrylic inks, so you're gonna need to do a shake with them so that you get them reconstituted. And then, ooh, the pink. That's nice. Those three look nice together. Now I'm kind of wishing I had got a yellow. Don't worry, next sales, we have a voucher. And then let's see what the turquoise deep looks like. Wow, that's an unusual dropper. I haven't used this brand, but oh, that's nice. Wow. They're pricier, but that has really nice flow to it. I mean, if we could just compare the turquoises, I still like this one. It's my highlighter whenever I'm working, but that, So these, I wonder if I can get them to show on here, have more of a point on the end of the dropper. And Ecoline has that also. They're sort of a rounded version of that, but they still have a tip. But Liquitex, let me just take the ink out so we can not blop everywhere, is just rounded. Interesting. So sometimes I will draw straight from the eyedropper, not just from a brush. So I find that really unusual and interesting, and something I might be experimenting with more in the future. So I will do the watercolors at another time, because that actually is going to have brush and water set up. But these, I just wanted to see what it was. I do kind of regret now not testing the Karen ones, Karen, a little bit more in the store, because I think I would have swooped more of these. So whenever they go on sale, this might be something that you wish to experiment with. They were having really good sales. I couldn't resist. And then I thought it might be fun to do a haul. So hopefully you enjoyed seeing some art supplies, because I know I always love seeing what people use and what's in their creative arsenal. We'll do the watercolors another time. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your day.